Hello everybody and welcome back to another edition of the train station. My name is A-Train for those of you that don't know or might be new here. And today I am feeling much better than I was. I apologize for having to push this back, but I just wasn't feeling in the mood to create content. I'm much better now, and today we're here to celebrate. Last Saturday was the 2-year anniversary of this podcast. And for this video, I'm just going to kind of post how far I've come, some of the best moments from the show. And then I'm also going to give you guys some never before seen footage of a meet and greet that I briefly talked about for about 10 minutes on the channel as well. So let's go get right into it. First and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you, because without you, I have no podcast. For as not so big as I am right now, literally none of this is possible without you guys tuning in each and every week, each and every episode, watching all of my stuff. This podcast, I'm not sure if I mentioned it already, but started off as just something for me to get my opinion out there because I'm a very opinionated person and I like talking sports, talking other things, having an opinion on things, and really it was only my friends that really got the bulk of it, and so I'm like, why not open that up to a bigger discussion with different people? And so that's kind of how the podcast started. I always wanted to do one, but wasn't really sure how to go about it. I started it, and I was a rookie. I'm still a rookie, but I know a lot more now than I did back then. So let's take a look at some of my best moments throughout the podcast from both Season 1 and Season 2. And then I'll kind of talk about how far I've come. And we'll kind of go on from there.
Hello, welcome to the first episode of the train station. I am your host, the great one, the man, the myth, the legend, A-Train. And with me, I have a very special co-host.
Joe, what's going on, guys?
You have the Steelers, who, no matter what, the Steelers always have a good defense.
Right.
Last year, I think their defense kept them in a lot of games. Like, their offense, once Big Ben got hurt, was not good, but their defense was good enough to keep them in games. That you're defending, Super Bowl champions. There's nothing like that. The only thing that they do is they make you play on Thursday night of the next season to be like, oh yeah, they won the Super Bowl. But it's never really recognized again after that.
And here's another annoying thing too. I always like detail in these kind of games, and I can't remember what Madden it exactly was, but you had the options to wear pink gloves, cleats, towels, all the accessories for breast cancer. So going into franchise, why are there only a select few preset coaches that you can choose from? Why can't I create the guy I want to create?
More than likely, main event of the night. John Cena versus Borman Lames, or for those that have no idea what I'm talking about, John Cena versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Go ahead, because I know you got a lot to say.
First of all, stop being so negative. This match will be pretty decent.
So the Jaguars are on the clock with the first pick, and they are going to select the best player in the draft, Trevor Lawrence, which means the New York Jets are on the clock.
Well, everybody in the world knows what the Jets are going to do, and even though I really don't want to do it, we're going to go ahead and send the Mormon to New York, Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson going to New York. All right, San Francisco is on the clock at 3.
Hey, wide receiver.
Jamar Chase, wide receiver at LSU, changing it up a little bit. All right, interesting selection there. Atlanta at 4.
Atlanta will continue with the prodigal son, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, quarterback, the Ohio State. All right, Cincinnati is on the clock.
Okay, well, we need to protect Joe Burrow better than we did last season. So we're going to go with a tackle, Penei Sewell.
What is a dream match of yours?
A dream match is, honestly, I'd love to do like a TLC match. I'd love to do a singles in the elimination, not a singles in the elimination chamber, singles in the Hell in the Cell. I'd love to do elimination chamber again. Money in the Bank, a tables match. Honestly, anything extreme, I'd love to do. But Also, anything that makes Ruby and I win the tag team championships, I'd love to do. Yeah, I love to just show that, I'll whatever you throw at me, I'll take it. Any kind of match, any kind of stipulation, down for it.
And so I think it's very important that regardless, even if you haven't talked to somebody in a couple years, just check in on them, hit them up, be like, hey, I know it's been a while since we've talked. I just wanted to hit you up and ask how you were doing.
Dewan Jones, MLS.
What's up?
And so a lot of people don't know that we actually we grew up playing soccer together on the same team, Lansing Gunners. And so, unfortunately for me, my career kind of spiraled downwards, and yours kept going up. When did it first click that you had a chance to be a pro?
Oh man, honestly, since the beginning, like soccer was just my favorite sport out of all the sports that I played, and I always wanted to play a professional sport. I didn't know which sport at first, but I'll probably say by the time I got to middle school, I was like, I want to take the soccer thing all the way.
Obviously, the hard work paid off, and seen you get taken 11th in the draft, in the MLS draft. I was always rooting for you. I always think it's great to see, people you grew up with succeed. What was that feeling like to hear your name called on draft night?
It was so special. It's just like everything that I've been working so hard for. Just to hear my name called, and with all my family and friends in attendance and watching back home, just a special feeling. It's hard to really describe how special and how much it meant to me.
Who? Goldberg?
No. So the most recent AEW signing.
Oh.
Adam Cole, baby.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Do you know what their plans were for him on the main roster?
What?
They wanted him to be Keith Cat Lee manager. Channels, I'm going to start at 5 and go up to 1. Kind of like what I did with my Spotify. I really like the format that I used in my Spotify wrap up. So I'm going to use that for my Twitch recap. So number 5 is a streamer name. Her real name is Melanie, but on Twitch, her name is Milani. 2 eyes. Melanie was taken on Twitch, so she had to come up with something different. Michigan State versus Davidson. Foster Lawyer revenge game. Michigan State fans are going to hate me for this one, but I got Davidson moving on. Duke versus CSU Fullerton. Duke. Now, I think they set the bracket up this way because they want to see Michigan State versus Duke, but Michigan State has struggled this year. The few games that I watched, they didn't look good, so I think Davidson will get the win, get the upset. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to pick for all 32 teams what I think they will do and what I think they should do. A little bit of combination of both. My thoughts and opinions on what each team needs. It'll tell you, but this is going to be for kind of what I need, or what I think they need. We're going to get down to business now. Very, very generic. The question and thing everybody hates. Go ahead and tell people about yourself.
Oh, God. That's like the worst question to ask.
Yep.
Oh, no, I'm just a Canadian girl who streams Valorant. And I stream full time. That's pretty much it. I'm a very boring person. I feel I don't do much. I wake up, stream, go to sleep, wake up, stream.
So why don't you go ahead and jump in and tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Caleb. I am a YouTuber and sometimes a Twitch streamer. I'm an insanely good Valorant player.
Well, thank you so much for having me on the show, A-Train. Yes, my name is Tyler Richards. I went to Central Michigan University between the years of 2014 and 2018. I graduated with my degree in broadcasting. I'm a very huge sports fan. Big from the Northwest Indiana area and Chicagoland area. So as you can tell, big Chicago Cubs fan, Notre Dame fan. Bulls, Blackhawks, basically all that. But also a huge professional wrestling fan on top of that, and also love me some Premier League and some UEFA Champions League as well.
All right, so that was a little recap of some of the best moments from the show. Look how far I've come, guys. I mean, just from the logo to the not having a camera, I've come so far. So let's start off by saying how far I've come from a camera standpoint. See, I've always known podcasts as just talking. So just me in front of, a microphone or whatever, just talking, no face, no none of that. However, I have been stingy for a long time. I never had a microphone. I didn't have a camera. I was recording things from my phone, which is why at the very beginning, my audio quality was terrible. It was awful. And that's because I didn't have a legit mic. I didn't have a camera. It was, oh, here's my Android phone. Let me sit here and record. This is how I would record things, like this. It was very bad. And then I had my friend do it, and I tried Instagram Live. I've tried nothing seemed to, register with me as something that could work. So now you guys see I have the full setup. My setup is not complete yet. It's still a work in progress, but my setup is much better than it was. I have a legit microphone. I have a legit camera. I have, a setup right here. I have, the gaming chair, the PC. I have, the way to follow me on all social media accounts to know when all the new things are here. I have a good logo, a professional logo now, which that's what I'm going to transition into now. My logo. My first logo started off as some PixArt logo, which you will be able to see here in just a second. Started off as just a PixArt. I was like, PixArt trains, and then I went into, a photo editing app and said the train station. And that's kind of how that started. And then my next logo was a train, shaped as a train. I had my friend make it for me for a school project, but it didn't really resonate with what the podcast was. The podcast was the train station. I'm a train. It didn't really make any sense. So then, we had my last logo, which I thought was a really good logo, but it had the Fiverr watermark, And then my other friend was very generous, said, hey man, I'm a content designer. I do this and that. Can I make you a logo? Absolutely. All you got to do is promote my work. Yep. And then that is what the current logo right here is. The train station. Looks futuristic. It looks fantastic. A great job done by him. Kaleido Sound Designs. I will have that link in the description below to his stuff. He's a fantastic artist. I didn't have any of that. I was a rookie. And then, I didn't really even have a name when I first started this. I wasn't sure what I was going to call it. And my original partner's name was Joe. I was simply going to call it the A-Train and Joe Show, which sounds really, really corny. So it took me a while to come up with the name too. And, as a guy who uses A-Train as his nickname, I said, how can I play off of that? Oh, I have it. Train Station. What a fantastic name for a podcast. And that's how that kind of came. I know it doesn't really make any sense that a train station mostly talks about sports, but that is where it is. So yeah, that is kind of where I was, where I am now. Again, I want to thank each and every one of you that tunes in. For people that haven't tuned in or will be tuning in, I appreciate your support as well. Again, this podcast is nothing without you guys. And before I get up out of here, I'm going to give you guys some never before seen footage. The entire uncut, unscripted version of the meet and greet that I had. WWE superstar Liv Morgan.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. What's your name?
Anthony.
Anthony. Very nice to meet you. I like your
You
glasses.
too.
I like your shirt.
Thank you.
How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Good. Thank you for taking the time to meet me.
Oh, absolutely.
I miss you guys so much. I'm just like, yes, I'll do all the meet and greets. No, I was gonna say, are you watching SmackDown tonight? But ask me your question.
Of course. What is a dream match of yours?
A dream match is, honestly, I'd love to do like a TLC match. I'd love to do a singles and elimination, not a singles and elimination chamber, singles in the Hell in the Cell. I'd love to do elimination chamber again. Money in the Bank, a tables match. Honestly, anything extreme, I'd love to do. But also anything that makes Ruby and I win the tag team championships, I'd love to do. Yeah, I'd love to just show that, whatever you throw at me, I'll take it. Any kind of match, any kind of stipulation, down for it.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I look like a cornball. I was nervous. For those that know me on a more personal level, you guys know why I was very nervous during that, why it was very awkward and very hard for me to get through that. I was more excited than anything, but also nervous. Again, for those that know me on a personal level, you know why. I'm not getting into it, right? This is not the episode to get into it. If you want to know more on why I was like that, reach out in the comment section or just hit me up on social media, Train Station Pod, on both IG and Twitter. You know, and then you can ask me more about it. I could do a video on it, all of that. That's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys really did enjoy that. I know I enjoyed it. Here's to year 3, which is going to be very bigger and much better than year 2 and hopefully year 1. Here's to the best year yet. Thank you guys again so much. And I will catch you guys soon. Again, thank you guys so much for an amazing 2 years. And here is to year 3. A-Train out.